Um, Ever feel like a show just gets you, or maybe leaves you completely baffled? Is notorious for both released during a creative slump in anime. It exploded onto the scene, becoming a cultural phenomenon. But alongside the praise came a lot of frustration. Many claim it's simply too hard to understand, but is that really the case? Um, it's easy to label as a mecha deconstruction. Um, it borrows heavily from classics like and have a generous swades and however, it was always rooted in otaku culture, wearing its influences proudly. Unlike other real robot shows focused on more in technology, zoomed in on something far more intimate. And don't mistake it for a simple story uh, set in a post apocalyptic world attacked by mysterious angels. It has a complex lore, the origins of the angels and Evas, the tricky sci fi mechanics, and the abundant symbolism all contribute to its ambiguity. Yet, fans never stopped trying to piece it all together. The original anime's finale, however, was controversial. It abandoned conventional storytelling, diving into Shinji's psyche. Many viewers felt cheated, demanding answers. Later iterations like and offered more closure, but remained equally ambiguous. But understanding isn't about the plot; it's about its thematic depth. Hideaki Anno created during a vulnerable time, battling clinical depression. Um, the series reflects this deeply, focusing on the struggles of its characters. Misunderstanding those characters is often the root of the hate. Uh, every character is flawed, far from the traditional hero. Uh, uh, Shinji Ikari, the protagonist, is the prime example. He's closed off, avoids responsibility, and struggles to connect with others, those who can't grasp the nuances of his personality, um, often dismiss him as whiny. Um, the same applies to Asuka, Rei, and even generally liked characters like Misato and Kaoru. Uh, Failing to relate to the characters or refusing to look beyond the surface fuels the frustration. But precisely those flawed, unconventional arcs that make so special. Many fans saw reflections of their own struggles in Shinji, Asuka, and Rei, prompting self-reflection. And so, unlike most mecha narratives, priority isn't a cohesive story. It's about exploring the characters' psyches and making a thematic point. Um, the core idea, as explicitly stated in the finale, is that self acceptance and connection are worth the pain, and isolation isn't the answer. The series explores numerous uh, philosophical topics, and then it invites interpretation, and any fan willing to engage critically will find value. Um, it is about deeply troubled individuals, afraid of forming bonds, escaping intimacy due to fear of pain. It's a perfect illustration of the hedgehog's dilemma. Um, and when I put this into this single confence, it's the fire stops. That's why fans are still dissecting it 30 years later. Uh, Stop searching for objective truths and start examining what each character's arc means to you. It's a show that meets you where you are. Uh, um, you know, they say trying to understand is like trying to herd cats. Um, but at least the cats are really, really existential. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.